Hello guys, it has been a very hot minute since my last video, the I'm going part-time thing, my announcement about my job. Job's going well, crazy busy, and honestly it's getting busier and a little bit more hectic with each passing day, but it's not bad. I do enjoy it. The money's great. It's great to have more social interactions, not just in this little office walk-in closet, and yeah. Okay, so today I'm going to go over my October sales. Today's actually when I'm filming November 6th, and I feel so bad about this. Usually, I used to be like on the ball looking at my sales. Like, last day of the month or the first day, I would go ahead and like total everything up, see what I have, and then like make plans with that. But now, like, I hadn't even looked at my sales until now. First of all, how are you guys? I hope y'all are having a fantastic day. Honestly, I do not know when this video will be coming out. I planned to have it out the first Friday, but obviously that didn't work, so just whenever I get this finish editing, and hopefully it'll be out ASAP. And I have another video coming out very soon that I need to still film. I'm going to do that next. Okay, so the first sale was on eBay. Bunny backpack, a large bunny backpack. I did have an issue with this order with the delivery, but I'll save that for the video that's coming out. But it's resolved, taken care of, and it's all good. And that was on October 2nd. Then on October 4th, finally sold these 3-pack water filter for a refrigerator. Honestly, I don't even know what it is. I found it last year in my early sourcing, and I looked at the comps. It's doing pretty good, so I bought it. It's been sitting on it forever, and I think one of the big problems I had with it was I had it originally shipping in a priority shoebox, which made the shipping outrageously expensive, like $20, $30. So it definitely wasn't selling. And so I've kind of stopped using priority boxes because they're just too expensive. The only thing I use priority boxes are for board games, because that's what they fit in, and I don't have hardly any board games. And I mean like the big long ones, you know, like a Monopoly game or Clue or something like that. So I finally just had to change it up where I put it in, I wrap it up in craft paper, I believe, and bubble wrap. I shipped it in a poly bag. So it was fully protected. It had paper to keep it together, and then a good layer of bubble wrap, so it was good to go. I want to say the buyer sent me an offer, and at that point I'm like, just take it. Just take it. It was also on 10-4, and it was for this tie. I do not know how to pronounce the brand. It's one of those fancy Italian ones. This lot, 2 books, The Children of Green Know, books 1 and 2. These were from my own personal library. When we were moving this past March, I was going through my bookcase and just getting rid of books that I just didn't want anymore. And these were 2 of them. And so I'm like, I'll sell them on eBay. It took about like 7 months to sell. And then the big one, back in this video when I had my great sourcing haul, and I bought the My Little Pony Pinkie Pie Sing and Dance. It did, okay, so I was really scared about this order because when I got it, I cleaned it up as best I could. Its hair was so knotted, guys. It was bad. So me and my mom, we put like a little bit of conditioner on the ends to kind of like get the brush through, and we got it nice and brushed. I cleaned it up as best I could. The silicone face looked kind of grubby still, and there was like an old rubber band stain on one of the back legs that I could not get off. It was pretty bad, and I put all the defects in the description. I put that, I think I even had like read in the title because it was not in very good condition. Like, unless you were going to buy this and you knew how to restore it, every time I would see the listing, I'm like, you know, I gotta take that down and try to clean it up some more, because 1, it's not going to sell, and 2, if it sells, it's not going to be good. So actually on 10/6 it sold, and let me tell you, I was scared. I was like, oh no, they're going to get this and they're not going to realize how horrible the condition was. It has actually been a month since it sold, and I haven't heard anything. No good, no bad. So no return on it because 30 days has passed. So thankfully that did pay off, because when I got that sourcing, I was so excited because I looked up the comps and it's like, this is really good. Of course, mine was in worse condition. I could have got a lot more out of it if it had been cleaner, and you know, preferably even in the original box would have been awesome. But I mean, you know. And then the same day on 10/6, I sold this Thai Tabasco sauce, and it has like little Tabasco sauce design on it. My sister actually went sourcing with this, which is a rarity, and she was like, oh, you should get this one, it looks fun. And so on her recommendation, I bought it, and it did sell. And so she was pretty excited when it sold. And these are all eBay, by the way. I haven't been mentioning, but so far everyone has been eBay. This was on 10/13, so a little bit of a gap between 10/6 and 10/13. This 100-year anniversary of Warner Brothers Looney Tunes figure character sets. Got this pretty cheap, and comps were good, so I was like, nice, you know. It sold really fast. I like to run sales like every week or so, like 10% off, 15% off. And I did have a sale on this kind of shortly after I listed it, and Mom was like, you know, you shouldn't do it that soon, you know, which I get, but also I don't have room to hold on to stuff for that long, and I want to get it moving, so I didn't mind. And plus I still made a pretty good profit off of it. Okay, now the Mercari sales hit. It was weird, like all October eBay was the only thing, and then Mercari hit. 10/16, I was so excited for this sale. It is a handmade Turkish mosaic lamp. So pretty. I got that at Goodwill. I fell in love with it. I saw that and I'm like, oh my goodness, I have to get that. And I checked out the comps, and it was pretty good, like between 30, 40. And it took forever for me to list it, because when I first started taking pictures of it, I'm not going to assemble it, and I'll just like take pictures of, you know, the pieces and everything. But then it's like looking at all the other pictures online, it's like they all have theirs on and they look really nice. So it's like, okay, I'm going to assemble it. And I was scared to death to do that because I didn't want to break it, or anything. So it took me, honestly, it took me about a month to finally get it listed, because I was just scared to put it together. But one day I was like, okay, let's get this thing up. And it sat on eBay for a while. I listed it on Mercari, and the very next day, not even 24 hours, someone scooped up on it, and I was like, nice. So it was very exciting. Got it sent out, and it all went well. I was surprised how fast that sold, so I'm definitely going to be on the lookout for those Turkish mosaic lamps, because one, they're really pretty, and two, it sold really good. And then again on Mercari, on 10/17, I sold this Demon Slayer Shinobu little bobblehead figure. I've sold a lot of these. I think I still have a Nezuko one and Tanjiro, I believe. But like all the other ones have been selling, which is great. Back to eBay on 10/19, sold this Squishmallow Anita lobster, and it says like you're clawsome on it, so it's like for Valentine's Day. I was glad to be rid of this because Squishmallows, they just don't sell anymore. They're not something in high demand. They used to be. When I worked at Cracker Barrel, we had people, like back in like 2021, we had people constantly calling in, do you have your Squishmallows in yet? That was the time to be in the Squishmallow business. I have sold 2 Squishmallows now. I think I still have 2 more, back to Mercari. And one day, I went on a listing spree, and I was getting all these figures listed. I don't know, within like a week, I had 3 of them sell on Mercari, and it was great. This first one is a My Hero Academia Himiko Toga. Out of the box, still came in the original box. And then the next day on 10/21, still on Mercari, this My Hero Academia Izuku, I can never say his name, Izuku Midoriya. And this was from the Break Time collection, which it went pretty well. Like, I was surprised how well this sold. So I'm definitely going to be on the lookout for this particular collection. Okay, and then back to eBay. These are more of my sister's fake nails, Impress, fake press-ons. I think they have little hearts on them. Okay, and then the last one on Mercari was on 10/28, and it was this Hatsune Miku figure, the very, very last sale, and it was on eBay, and it was actually on Halloween, which is fun, and it was for these pumpkin Halloween / fall earrings, dangly earrings. This was actually part of a lot, this giant jewelry lot that I've had on there for well over a year, probably like a year and a half. And the lot was all just like no expensive jewelry, just fashion jewelry, cheap stuff, you know, it wasn't anything crazy. And I had people look at it here and there, but nothing serious. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to break this lot up. So this was one of the earrings that was in that lot. I have actually had quite a few people, a few looks and views and watches on some of the other individual jewelry, which I found that very interesting. Honestly, I need to go back and redo the pictures because when I took them, it was not in the best lighting and they don't look very good. The numbers. All together, I had 10 whopping sales on eBay, 5 on Mercari, grand total 15 sales in October, which is definitely, I don't think it's a record, but it's definitely up there. I now have 41 positive feedbacks, which is so great. Did not have any returns, no refunds. I did have a cancellation, only one, and that was actually for the Halloween earrings. Oh, I have 2 new content videos to share with you. Basically what it was, the buyer, they bought it, and then immediately after they asked about changing the address because they had the wrong one on there. And so I'll go through all that in that video. It will actually be linked up here in the corner if I remember to do that. If not, sorry, you can just go to the next couple videos. Other than that, it all went well. So it was a good month. I'm satisfied. Actually, okay, so my listings, I was listing, up till my job, I was listing 3 a day, every day except Sundays. I'm taking Sundays off. So I was doing that, and according to this, I had 15 sales in 4 weeks. I was averaging about 3 sales a week, which is pretty good, I was happy. And then when the job started, I took it down to 2 listings a day, except for Sunday. And I automatically noticed a difference in activity. Like, I was not having any offers to send. I wasn't getting any new watches, no views, and it's like, So I got to thinking, if I'm averaging about, we'll say 2 to 3 sales a week, doing 3 listings a day minus Sunday, if I were to jump it up to 5 listings a day minus Sunday, I ideally should make between 3 to 4 sales a week. Of course, that is very vague and broad, and it all depends on what you're selling, what your pricing looks like, how high your shipping is. Everything is it's all uncontrolled. It's really uncontrolled. So that's just me thinking, you know, the more on there. So after I finished out a week of only 2 listings, and then I actually started doing 5 a day, which isn't, it's been kind of a lot because I've never done that many before so consistently, and it can be difficult, especially with the part-time job outside the home. A lot of the times I will just end and sell similar and call it a day. I have added a few new listings on there. I'm over 200. I think I have like 207 listings right now, which I haven't broken 200 in a very long time. So that's good. But I noticed a dramatic jump in sending offers and having views and watches and everything. Like, sales are still, you know, not too bad. But just the activity alone has been much improved. So that's good. I feel good about doing 5 a day. It can be exhausting. I mean, it's only 5 a day. I know, well, I don't know people, but I've heard people who list 30 a day, and it's like, oh man. Of course, those are like full-time sellers, you know. Like, I'm just over here, very small seller, and just, you know, doing good to have 200 listings. I'm going through all my listings, rethinking some things, taking some lots down and just selling individually. 1, it's to try something different, see if it sells better by itself, and 2, it just gives me more listings. So yeah, that is the goal for November. I'm going to keep doing 5 a day until further notice, and we'll see how it goes. I'm pretty excited, especially for Black Friday, because 2 very different things are happening this year that didn't happen last year. One being, I now have a store, so I can run a sale during Black Friday, and I'm thinking that'll really help generate sales through that. And 2, last year Black Friday, I was not on Mercari. I only had eBay. I started Mercari at the very end of December, just trying to get some other things going. So I'll have 2 platforms, and I'll be able to run sale discounts. So I'm very excited. Alright guys, so that is going to do it. Those are the sales. Those are the numbers. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you are a seller. How was your October? Is November looking promising? And what are some things you have been learning as you've been selling? Again, I'll have a couple new videos coming out this month, new contents. So I'm going to go ahead and go. You guys have a fantastic day. Happy belated Halloween. Hope it was fun if you celebrate. And happy November. So until next time, bye.